Hi Aries, welcome. It's time for love in the new moon. The new moon will be in your sign, so happy birthday. I thought I'd start with you. You're the first sign of the zodiac. The moon is in your sign. I just feel like things are going to start turning around, going really, really well for you. Some of you are moving closer towards some calmer waters. Maybe there's been a little bit of turbulence in your life, but I see that starting to move on. So let's see what messages the universe has for the greatest and highest good. Yeah, see, you're moving on to something much better. I don't know what it was you were coming out of, but I feel like it was dark, a dark phase in your life, and now you're really moving on. I think that's really great. You may be involved with a Cancer, or maybe there's a Cancer who's about to offer you a little message of love, or recently has. This could be a good relationship, a good connection. I don't know. I think you need to not fight it. Some of you are going to fight this connection. Or maybe it's somebody from a past who you used to fight with. You know, somebody who you didn't get along with. And now you know how tables turn. That could be going on for some of you. So let's put a few more cards out on the table. And see what's going on for all of you out there. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this new moon of March. Whoa. All kinds of things. This could be somebody who you had worked with in the past, who is coming now. Yeah, I get a feeling it was really, you two you butted heads a lot. You didn't get along very well. You know, when you came to working with each other, I don't think you guys worked very well together. Oh. You know, I get that kind of energy. It's funny. It's almost like if you are in a relationship, okay, and you and your husband are hanging out, I could just see like somebody always trying to know it all, you know, and it's like they know better than the other person, that kind of energy. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, there is some kind of dark place that you were in just recently, and I feel like you're at that point where you know it's time to heal. But you're still a little shut down. What is that about? What is that about with this Queen of Cups over you? Because that's your overall energy. You're a little shut down. Again, this is a person from your past, or somebody who I get torrid love affair. You had a torrid love affair with. So I don't know if you're so sure you want to take this offer. That makes sense now. It's like this one gave you a lot of anxiety, and there was a big fight, and words were said. You never recovered from this relationship. Never. See, I see them wanting to give you an offer, and you're just not ready to take it. That's okay. Don't take it. Nobody says you have to take an offer of love when it comes your way. You know, if you feel like you don't want to take it, don't take it. But yet, there's something about this relationship that has to have some closure. Yeah, you really want this closure. And again, the whole work thing, if this was, and I get this a lot with Aries, is that there's a lot of, because you're very professional. I always find that Aries, they say Capricorns are very much the entrepreneurial spirit, but you Aries, when you set your mind on something, and when you get into work and you know, whatever job, profession it is that you do, you give it, you know, 110%. But in that same note, you guys also have a tendency to get very involved with the people you work with. So I think this is what this is all about. And this could be something, maybe this was somebody you worked with in another venue years ago. I don't know. I just know it's somebody from your past who you really shut down from. And you guys were really, really, I mean, you were tight. You were really tight with this person. A few of you might have a child who's having real difficulty in school, and you might need to look at it a little closer. You may not be so aware of how hard school is for your kid. So that's for whoever needed to hear it. Yeah. So in your future outcome, we have the 5 of Pentacles with the Moon with the 7 of Pentacles reversed. And again, I feel like this is about the whole workplace thing. If you are in a situation in the workplace, I really feel like it's time to move on. You'll feel better. If it's not working or things have gone south, there was a lot of discussion. I think you weren't happy with everything. Maybe you had a review. You weren't happy with your review. But I think it's time for you to close this door and move on. Because this is not making you happy. You feel like you're not being treated fairly. Yeah, and you're better than that. Right, Aries? You're better than that. And this has been a tough one, because I think, I think you always walk into a relationship, especially one that's very passionate, hoping that it will really work out for the best. But apparently it just did not. It just did not. Let's get some advice. Let's see, Aries, what's going on for this new moon? You in love. But I see like, you feel good moving on. That's why, yeah, the spring is sprung. The sun is starting to shine. It's very hard for this sun card to be negative. And I think, you know what was fair and balanced. And you weren't being treated fairly. And it could be because of this relationship you had. The love affair ended. And now you guys are both in the same workplace. Uh-oh. What's up? That tension. Yeah. So this is something from your past. This is a cycle that I think happens to you. Like Aries. A lot of Aries. This is something you need to look at. Because out comes the Six of Cups reversed. So you've done this before. And somehow you've gotten out of it. But it's time for you to ground yourself and stand up on your own. And quit, I feel like you've got to quit overextending yourself where you're not being appreciated. So yeah, the advice of the cards that come out is that this tower is going to fall. And it's going to force you to put an end to this. And whether you see it or not, Aries, there's a really good outcome when you move past this. Okay. So whoever it is that you were dealing with, the heartbreak was very real. I think they feel it too. But now it's time to move on. It's all over. And you've got to put an end to it. It's like the Wheel of Destiny comes out with the Four of Wands. This door is closed. All right, Aries? This door is closed with this person. And it's time to move on. It may have cost you your job. But the beginning is not going to happen. It's time for this to end. I think together you guys were a real power couple, but you blew it. Or they blew it. Somebody blew it. Anyway, I just don't see. I see this door being closed with this person. It's time for you to start healing. Really accept it and move on. Because it doesn't do you any good to remain depressed. And because I feel like you kind of, you don't want to let go of it. You're being a little shut down because maybe it was a missed opportunity that you had together, because you guys just couldn't figure out how to make it work. All right, well, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's okay. I'm going to do more signs, more readings, so stay tuned and let's see what the universe has to say for everybody else in the zodiac. So until the next reading, bye now.